I have nothing prepared. But sometimes I just ponder. Sometimes I just can't. I don't want. I can't. Not in mood. Doesn't really matter, does it? I don't want to keep it inside of me. If I'm hurting, I cannot travel. So you learn to become cold to the world. You have to find another polarity, another in between inside your vibration. What keeps us going? What gives us that want to wake up in the morning full of zest and live that day because it's so exciting? I'm going to be 60. At 60, how many days? How many days? When I'm 13, right? When I'm 13, that'll be 13 times 365 equals to, I'll be 47, 45 days. Okay. When I go 13 years, okay, I am in the sun of energy and time in creation of the cycle of Pluto. 74 energy, 47 time, 7 times 4, 28. 7 plus 4, 11 equals to 39. Where can I get 39? The entire roulette board, okay, is all over with. Let me just straighten this out. Is all over with 39. 26, sorry, just let me do it this way. 26 and 11, 37. 30 and 7, 37. 7 and 32, 39. 20 and 17, 37. 32 and 5, 37. 34 and 5, 39. Let me see this again. 34 and 3 and 36, 39. 10 and 29, 39. Then 25 and 12. So it's all 37, 39. And to know that the roulette wheel, okay, the number patterns, the center, when it's 37 and 39, it's talking about 2, 5, and 8, which has a value of 0.666, 1.666, and 2.666. It has this value that when I should divide it by 3, in order to get the average of the two sides, I need to create the 10-yard line. Halfway on this side, halfway on this side. And the only number that can do it on the cube is number 4 and number 3, because it's the complete area space. When you go from 6 over to 1, if I just move one area, I'm going to get the 2. If I move one area on the other side, I'm going to get the 5. So I haven't made the center. But with number 4, if I want to make the center, the only way I can go is with a half. It's with a 0.5. And the real way to only connect center is to draw a line from this top corner to this bottom corner, from this corner over here to this corner over here. I will be drawing 3. You see the way I have 2 and 2 fingers? See, I can't with my hand, right? I can hold on to 2 and 2 points. There's how many points open? There are 8. So I got 4 closed and 4 open, meaning how can my rotation work? When I speak, when I play with things, these are the answers to the unasked questions that will create that will be the equation through whatever is put forth. Let's say the moon. The moon is apparently, according to information I found online by reputable sources, but since I can't show it to you, you'll look it up yourself. It's 2,160 miles. If I get it right, it's the diameter. That 2160 is the same thing as saying 9 times 24. Now, when I say number 24, For some people, what does it mean, 24? I look at the cube and I see the reverse of 24 is 35. I call it electric company. I call it two dots. How this gets connected is with number 4. In letters, D will connect C and E before the Christ. And I get lost when I do this. I'm thinking so deep. I want to explain everything. When I start to explain and I just don't stay on the flow, I should just keep going and not stop and then come back to it again and look it over. Everybody's just got to come up and say, I want to know more about this, to reopen my mind. Once it's open and I start to flow, if I stop, it's a no-go. So that's why I always get lost. And like I've said to many people, if you're going to want to catch my attention, if you're speaking to me, right, catch my attention first. I may not be listening. I might be off in a yonder. By the way, yonder, Y-O is Earth and Mars. O is the split world. And since that is Mars, the split world, we are known as the terrestrials, ter equaling to what Earth is. Like in monster is actually talking about the monster. I always regarded Monday as the moon day. And the reason for that is in French, they would say lundi. Lune meaning one, also meaning moon. So it would be, it would start with 1221, which is 33 in rotation, in a stand rotation, stand on 17. And the reason for that is it's 2 letters. 2 letters equals to 54. The reason for that is the reverse alphabet, A and Z, 26 and 1 equals to 27. Since we have 2 times 27 is 54. See, now that I explained it, I'm going to lose myself and I have to restart somewhere else. Monster, Monday. Sunday, can you say it's the day of the sun? Noted as the first day. So that means the 1 dot and the 8 void means the sun is the center of our universe. But I also call it the house of Venus, because the numeric value for Venus is 81. And since the cubonic is set up with a 1 dot and an 8 void, according to the digital era of the push button, right? When we're in digital, no matter how digital we go, there's something that you have to pay great attention to. No matter how deep you go into any of the worlds, there's something that you always got to remember, something that's been here from the beginning and has never changed. It's the keyboard. All they've done to the keyboard is they've moved where some of the keys might be into Europe and over here, but the keyboard has always been the same. So if we had to find a basis, if we had to find a starting point, we would start with the keyboard. And since the keyboard is authentic, we can now use the calculator. We can now go to the telephone pad and our typing pad, and we can see slight differences when we're using the phones, the data phones, on how the keyboard is laid out. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to be back. I want to see if anybody's on anywhere. Hopefully I can get that information flowing a second and the third time and see if I can talk. So right now I want to talk about the week. I see somebody is, let me see this. There's just so many things going on. I'm seeing brilliant things that people are doing, and I can explain it my way. This is very interesting. Very. So I'm going to get something to drink. Okay, I think it's working here. Let me see this. Hold on a second. Just give me 1 second. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where's my. Okay, here it is. I need to check if anybody's on Facebook. It says nobody's watching. I want to see if anybody is watching. So I got me. I liked it. So there's nobody on Facebook. So there's nobody anywhere right now. Let me see. This is Robert Edward Grant. No. We're going to go back here. We're going to go here. Oh, let me go to, oh, I can go see myself on Twitter. Let me see. I never, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, and no one's watching me here either. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. Really, really and truthfully, for those who want to know, I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm going to come back, or I'm going to tell you right now. I started doing the videos. I was being harassed by a lot of people all the time because I said something I probably shouldn't have said. I should have used my head and said, I'm gathering a lot of information and I'm studying the void, the skeleton alphabet. I am giving life. I am giving form. I have given formation from the singular letters that are in each word to the number of letters in a word calculated based on equations that have already been set out before us. I couldn't say that 17 years ago when I began. When I was asked by others, I said, I'm writing a book, but I have to gather my information. The process of writing a book is gathering the information. And after you finish gathering all this information, you write the book. Nation. I like that word. I like that word. I can't explain it right now. And I don't know if you know me. I like to write in capital letters. I think the smaller letters are something else. If you put the R next to an N, you know, have you ever looked at that? Let me see, the R next to an N, and it looks like that. Let me see, did that come out? I definitely need something to drink. My mouth is sticking together. Now, doesn't that look like the M? If you don't have a pair of glasses, like I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't see it. When I put the R next to the N, it looks like an M. So it's already telling me a story. So for me, it's all artwork. The artwork tells stories. And when I put R and N together, although it'll be the 18th and 14th letter, which is I call it the seventh gate of the passing light or the spirit. The number 1 and 6, the opposite on the dice, will create in the 4 houses, number 13. Remember the 4 houses. The 4 houses and 3 groups in each house. What are those groups? 1 and 6, 7. 2 and 5, 7. But what is it? 4 and 3, 7. So there's 3 groups. Pluto is number 84. In order to create the numeric value of Pluto in dots, I need 4 of these. I need 4 cubes. 21 dots equals to 84. When I get 4 of these to equal to 84, I will have completed 84 days and 3 moons, which is 1/4 of the cycle plus 1 moon. Remember, the beginning had a tail. So when you're starting, if you have 13 moons, it's because there was a tail at the beginning. When you start in Fibonacci, you go 1 and 1 is the way it begins, is the way to get to 2. So you're splitting, and that 1 and 1 is actually expressed. I mean, there's many ways to look at it, don't forget, right? I mean, I'm just bringing up one perspective. I'm not the final word. Here's 1 and 1, right over here. What happens over here, now usually I join it. This time I did not join it. Would I have had a different result up here if I was joining it down here? Because by doing what I did, by doing this and giving a separation here, in order to bring these 2 together, take a screenshot. Just want to show you something. I mean, it just doesn't stop. The traveling, the information just doesn't stop. I'm trying to figure out how to, just 1 second. Okay, I'm copying it. I want to go to paint. And I still have to remember the months. Remind me. I need to, sorry, the days. Oh, this pen doesn't work. the days of the week. We have so many pieces that create everything that is going on, and whatever, and what do you want to call it, chronology, over time, how everything was pieced together, how everything pieces together, from sports to the number of minutes in a period, and how come 3 periods, how come not 4 15-minute periods? Because 3 represents the cube. 777. But you know what's funny about that? Hold on a second. So I got that. I just want to do, where's this paint? Okay, hold on a second. Hockey. Let me just write down hockey here. So hockey. And it just so happens they're having the what's it called? Very, very soon. So where am I? Okay, it's here. And I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to try and explain to you what I'm doing. Okay, let me take this off. Whoop, now I lost the big screen. Okay. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Whoop. There you go. Clumsy and professional. So what I'm doing here is right over here, I have a gap. Over here, I close the gap. Since I closed the gap, I should have ended right over here. I should have ended on 12 over here. I'm going to show you. There's obligations. We must follow the obligations of the lines. So I should have ended right here. Is that straight? Is that straight? Well, I'm a little bit off. Let me just see if that's straight. This dot, I'm right through this one. This is 1, 2. This is the first one. And hold on a second. I want to see. This is 1. And this is the second one here. And then this is the third one over here. I'm just trying to see that I get the numbers right. Well, anyways, over here, when I do split it over here, because it should stop. I did it that way. But you know what? Let me make it a little bit easier. All right, that's good. And then I'm going to, no, we're going to take yellow. And then I'm going to go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it up here. Okay, in order to understand, first of all, what is this? This is the alphabet in gematria, where you go 1 through 7, and then down over towards 1 again. Then you shift over to 1, and you go up to 7, and then down. So if you were looking at this, I'm just going to add a little something in here. And then if I would just create and show you what the ace is, you notice the ace going up and down and across, right? Why it's like this is because this is not supposed to be here. I only get these two. The reason I do it this way is because M, the letter M and the letter N both get number 1. These numbers, okay, are always ascending and then descending. But this one doesn't ascend, nor does it descend, but yet it's a different letter, so I shifted. Now, I'm not sure if I should have left that complete gap, so this is up for question, which could change a lot, but we're just going to get to what this is. So now we know that this area over here, okay, is where Y and Y will come together. The X chromosome is created, okay, when they do this to it. See, we had our Y and our Y come together. Well, now there's another Y and another Y coming together. So when the 4 Ys coming together, the 4 wise men come together, it creates the X. Okay, now my question is, do we live here or do we live here? And these are actually, if you turn them sideways, it'll say 33. They all turn into 8s. And I'm not really sure if we can call these zeros. I don't know which numbers to get. And I'd have to complete all of these inside to understand them. What I can tell you is when I'm working on number 7 over here, you see number 7, this box over here? Number 6 is a rib, okay, connecting 5 to 7 and then 7 to 5. I've only capped it off over here, okay? What is M? What is M? M is running down the center here, okay, down here, up here, and then down the center here. When you're running down the 7 here, you're going 7, 9, 11, and 13. That 13 is 7 times 13 is 91. When I speak from 10 over to 16, hold on a second. I have to find a way. I have to find a way to understand that when I count from, if I want to multiply, let's say 10 over to 16, I have to ask myself a question. Let's say I multiply it by 6. So if it was 11, I go 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 1 is 6, and then 6 times 11 is 66, and then 1 and 1 is 2, so 6 by 2 is 12. Those are some of the equations. The reason I'm saying it this way is because when I get to 17, 18, 19, the French have taught me that I need to separate my 10 from my 7, my 10 from my 8, and my 10 from my 9. Right now, I'm a little bit all over the place. I don't like it. I still need that drink. I want to stick to what I write down to make it more conform. So the understanding of how this cube works and how numbers work and how the alphabet works and all the games that are connected through their names, through their design, through their rules and regulations. We do win all the time at the casino. The thing is, you're betting on chance. The reason you're betting on chance is that they have added in the odds. That's the difference. We know what 5 is. We know what 9 is. We know what a dice cube is. Now you're rolling it. And when you roll it, and if you get 22 and 4, I already know if you get 2 and 4. Here's 2, means you get 5. Here's 4, means you get 3. So you get, when you have 2 and 4, that means you have 3 and 5. What is the story of that? You have a rotation in that story. And the reason for that is because 3 times 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8. 1 and 5 is 6 and 8. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to that 6 and 8. So they come into each other. We know right away. The other thing is, it is the 15th and the 8 equaling to number 23. The 15th letter is H. Sorry, the 15th letter is O. The 8th letter is H. The total is W. It says who. The 8th and the 15th letter is 23. If you just go the 2 letters, the 8th and the 15th, it'll say ho. So since standard creation is having 3 of them, okay, it's ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 23, 23, 23 is 69. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is in rotation. When you create the design of what is 9 and 6 in the artwork, of 9 or of 6 shows a percentage sign. The percentage sign shows an 8 in my 9 and 6. So the heaven's in rotation. What is above is below. It's not going to be below here because it wouldn't be above there. There wouldn't be a below to here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 44, the split house. So anyways, forget about that. It doesn't give any. So when I do it this way, one rib, 2 ribs. And that's basically the house. And since it goes up that high, I will have to continue. See, I have to understand what size the house is. Whoop, this is not really straight over here. Now, what I would have to do with this next, and I'm going to have to, flip it this way and flip it this way and flip it this way and flip it this way to see what design it actually made. So I'm trying to see myself if I should be doing this, if I should be just drawing a straight line here, or should I just draw a straight line that goes straight through, or should I draw a line like that and show like a pyramid? Well, actually, it couldn't be like that. Wouldn't I have to go this way? Wouldn't I have to be this way? And then pyramid going up, pyramid going down. Same thing. You would see me be going inside of number 9 this way and inside. You see the way it's not me. It's just that's what it shows. This way and then that way. So I'm going to get something to drink, and I'm not sure if you want to look at a picture or try and understand what this is. We're going to finish this piece of art after and see what my result is. I can leave you with this. What this is, for those who are new here, this is the roulette table. This is the betting board of the roulette table. Usually you see 1 through 36. Well, this is what it looks like when you connect the dots. I see what you mean with your RN. Right. Are you still here? I'm going to be back. I got to get something to drink. This is the roulette table, by the way. You can see rings. You can see octagons. You can see everything that's set up. And one of the reasons for 4, okay, is 4 is it closes the open C. The C, once you have the last dot, the 4th dot, it completes and it closes the area. It's also a 180-degree turn between 3 and 4. I'll be back. Don't forget, 3 is a split across the dice, and 4 is the 4 corners. They're not the same. I am very thirsty. I'm coming back in a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm going to be back in 1 minute. I'm coming back. There's a lot of anomalies, eh? They say, oh, look, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack and Jill, jack up your car. Yeah. So where's my camera? So I'm going to jump all over the place. I'm going to get back to what I did before if I can remember. There's just so many things going on. So Jack, I don't know what to say about Jack and Jill, right? Like, because they're both, I mean, they both start with J, right? Who am I? I'm the capital letter. They're both J. So J was ill and J was ac. Jack is number 42 plus 10. And Jill is 33 plus 10. Pretty ironic. Pretty ironic. 24. Oh, that's ironic. Oh, my God. I'm going to separate the first letter. You see AI, J and Ja. This is AI. This is AI. This is 11 and 19. This is really weird. I never saw this before. And when you have two L's together, right away, I'm going to talk about Earth. Even though the value of LL is 24, the pronunciation in Spanish, when they put two L's together, but they say llama. Like, I think it's in KS, llama, like your name or something. But anyways, irregardless of that, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 12, 12, 24, and 9, 33. In rotation of Jill, the gateway of Jack. The numeric value for Jack, sorry, I did this all wrong. This is not right. I don't know how I did this. This is wrong. This is, wow. I could have left it. This is if it was another name. I think it was John. 15. You see, the result is the same. Here before it was 24, 6. But it's still 6. They're 66. They're both in the 6th house. 6 and 1, 6 and 1. So being in that 6th house, 6 and 1. Now, we're not allowed to take both ends. You're the front door or you're the back door. So what we do is we go A, B, C, D, E. And here we go F, E, D, B, C. FD, that's backwards. Everything is complicated. This is a slow roll, my friends. I've been doing this for 17 years, and if you think it's tough and it's mixed up and hard to understand, it is. It's a slow roll. You got to pick it up slowly. Got to pick it up slowly. So the reason for this is either you're A or you're F. Either you're the receiver of the gateway. F will connect 5 and 7. This is the high station, 98. The high station is 98 is because you've reached air. I'm going to have to understand this. You've reached Venus, AI. Now, I'm still trying to understand this. I'm going to tell you where this comes from, okay? In order to create the total of 98, okay, what I would have to do is I would have to go 1 times 8, 1 plus 8, equals to 8, equals to 9. I know it comes from the bricks. I shouldn't do the bricks now. Maybe you know what the bricks are all about. Okay, I'm going to stop this right now. This is the inside to what is the outside of 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to 0, 7 equals to 10. Well, I inverted that, doesn't matter. 7 and 10 is what is outside of what is 8 and 9. So the gateway, the J gateway or the J hookup or the J gate, where is that J gate? Oh, I keep switching here. I'm just going to go back here. The J gate is right here. The J gate is right over here. And the 1 is over here. So what does that mean? What does that mean? You went all the way up to 7, and you're at the J gate, and the J gate is right over here. Because this, okay, hold on a second. There's 2 of them. I'm going to have to show you on the other picture. This is a little confusing. I didn't prepare for this, so I shouldn't be where I am right now. So what happens is number 8, okay, is right over here. And it's between 66, and it's ironic, okay? It's ironic. Let me see if I can, I just want to see if I can get this in a picture. Hold on a second. It's ironic. Wow, I'm just trying to see what I was thinking. I keep going in and out of thinking. You see, here is where 1 and 8 is. The numeric value for Venus is 1 and 8. The R letter, or Ra, is created right here. There are 8 voids. H. You put H with R, you get the archer. You put T and H, time heaven, you get teacher. H with R and T, all in the same family, not the T. The T is 1010. 19, 28, 37, 46. 18, 19, 28, 37, 46. The crisscrossing tens of the cube. When you crisscross and you see 4 and 3, that's not a 7. That's a 5. 4 dots. The only dot that's different is the dot in the center. So that's 5 and 5. And then when you look at 2 and you look at 5, that ain't no 7. That's 5 and 5. That's where I get my 20. The only true 714, is 6 and 1. Now, why do I go to the letter N? That was the first thing that came to my mind. 6 and 1. Hold on. I just need to think of something. 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is 5. But why did 1 and 8? Why did the 14 come to my mind? All of a sudden, I had a new flash. Just let me think. I need to recalibrate for a second. I'm going to boil some hot water. This is to the D gate. This is an explanation of the D gate, the heavens. This is 5 times 2 equals to 10. This is 7. I need to show you and explain this. I'm also trying to learn it myself. Here is where number 7 is, right? When you get the 13 up over here, okay, that also can be considered as DC, because the multiplication and addition will create 3 and 4. 2 of those numbers will be positioned. 4 is what will connect 3 to number 5, just like over here. 4 will connect 3 to number 5. The lower numbers, the lower house. The higher numbers, the upper house. The house that is joined between the gates of 77, matter and Christ. And then the separated houses over here. When I go down over here, I am going to go back to the artwork, I think. Yeah. Let me show you in the artwork. I'm going to take this off. Let me take that off. So we get number 8 right over here. There's where number 8 is, connecting 6 and 6. 6 and 6 is woman. It's O and it's X. It's the family of the fox. Fox headquarters. Has anybody seen that before? Has anybody seen that before? Fox headquarters. I should get back to this design. Let me finish with this design first. So here goes number 8. And now, if we want to get another one, what's going to happen next is number 9 goes over here. And then, since this was 8, this over here is going to be 10. And then, whoop, it's got to stay green. This is going to be 10. 8 10, 12. How many times do I get to go down? Is that right? Hold on a second. Let me do that again. I want to do something different. I'm just going to go down from number 9. Here's number 7, and the next one starts here. That's number 9. And then I get to go down one more, and that's 11. And then I get to go down one more, and that's 13. 7 and 13, or 7 and 4. Or what is between 7 and 4 is 5 and 6. So there's many ways to look at this. This is one angle. I call this the omni-delta angles, because the O is over here, what serves to two worlds. This can be our sun serving to two worlds, C and C. C and C is the third letter. It is 1111 creation. And the center of all creation is the third 11. So 11, 11, 11 is 1331. And the bottoms of these numbers are 13 and 13, or 1331, just saying it's on the other side. So now I want to calculate. I need to do a calculation now. I want to do a calculation. So I had the original split over here. Where would I be stopping? Yes, I would be stopping on number 12. What 13 ends up to be, okay, what 13 ends up to be is what fills the gap. So when you say the 13th card is a king, it's because it's filling the gap between number 1 over here and number 1 over here. You see, I'm playing outside the norm of the regular alphabet. I went into gematria alphabet to start. And when I created add-ons, okay, and I was going up, I continued my numbers upward. Here, when I go down and I said, let's put number 13 here, I can do the reversal, because remember, what I do, I'm not the last word. I just brought my story with, and we just discussed it. So if we wanted to go down, I would go 7, then I would go 5, and then I would go 3, and then I would go 1. So I'd have 1, 1, 1 over here. So that would be a different equation. And 1 and 7 is 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 creates your 7 and 8 gate. Here's my 7 and 8 gate right over here. The halfway connection between 9 and 7 will be 8. The halfway connection between 9 and 11 will be 10. So when we're asking for that minion, it's because we must connect the birth to creation. This 11 is what will create creation. Fibonacci style, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, will create that 3C. And now you know where your alphabet is coming from. Where is the beginning? Where are we? Just give me a second. I'm going to go get something to drink. Wow, there were 4 people and everybody just disappeared or something. So we have no viewers on, because for me, it's encouraging when there are viewers. We have no viewers here. Wow. Hold on a second. It is very, very rare that I have no viewers, 0 viewers, but 3 likes on YouTube. And I have to do this, I have to. It's for my own thing. It makes me feel good. I feel better when somebody's watching. I don't know why, but it does. Makes me feel good. Maybe I can discuss something with somebody. Okay, I'm just going to go into the stream and go right to Facebook. No, nobody said anything. Okay, so there's nobody here. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to drink. It's the 45th minute. I'm going to take a 2.5-minute break since nobody's here. I'm not wasting anybody's time. And anybody who comes to this point in the video, I'm only going to be on for another 15 minutes after this. It's a little bit late. And peace and love to everybody. We got to relax, eh? We just got to relax. But you have to take sides, and you have to be peaceful. Because if you're not peaceful, we're going to know what side you took. It's as simple as that. If you don't take the side of peace, you have taken the side. If you're peaceful, wow. Well. Gonna have a few nuts. You know what? $10 to $12. Gonna end the video. I've got some stuff for next time. I don't mind sometimes doing live videos when nobody's here. It doesn't bother me, but I'm a little tired tonight. Need to understand this picture a little bit more. What if I brought everything together? And remember, Y and Y, there is no X. Where does that X chromosome come in? When does it begin? How can we take it away? And then there's the big X, right? There's an X over here. There's an X here, an X here, an X here. This is where bowling comes in. So again, bowling is 10 frames, but you can get 12 strikes. Thank you for watching this video. Yeah. So did you understand this piece? Here is a Y over here. Here is a Y over here. Now, unless you create the underneath Y, and there's 4 Ys. When you create 4 Ys, you get 2 zeros. So there's 30, and this is 100. You create an X, which is 24. So that's 124. 1, 2, 4. So we have an equation. Now, when we start reconnecting others, we will connect a new X and then another X. 3 X's in bowling, you get 30. You get to do creation 10 times for 300. 10 times for 300. Okay, so after I took my break, I'm a little lost for what I'm doing. I was talking about Jack and Jill. Let me get back to Jack and Jill. They both start with a capital letter J. We know they are in teach, time heaven. These 2 letters come together when you get to 4th. Now, number 4, okay, is the D letter. So if it's the D letter, maybe it happens in death. Could be, don't know. Because the 1 goes with ST. 39, the angel. The 2 goes with ND, number 18. The 3 goes with RD, number 22. Ape. The 4 goes with TH, number 28. The cycle. Number 22 is 1 part cycle of what is created through this cycle. This is hard to explain. Here's number 84. 44, 24, 14. Okay, this is the cycle of Pluto in numbers. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4, 32 and 12. 4 times 4, 4 plus 4. This is where phi comes in. Will be 16 and 8, 24, the day and the night. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 6 and 8, 14. That is the ring, and it is the separation of the gate by pole 7. The pole 7, well, you might be able to use all the poles. I'm using pole 7 over here. 6 and 1, pole 7. It is a singular. There are 3 parts to this cube, 3 parts that have a back and a front. Here, here, and then up and above and below. So that's 3. When you go around here, there are 2 areas. When you go up and down, there's 1 area. So 1 area and 2 area. So now I have to look at the math. Since it's 3, I will go 1, 4, and 7, and I will divide it by 3. 2, 5, and 8, and I will divide it by 3. The answers, I should be on another page. Equals to 0.333, equals to 1.333, equals to 2.333. If we want to know if there's creation, if there's a God, if there's an Allah, who everybody runs to the cube, because the cube is the story. The story I'm giving you is because of the cube. The cube is also coming from here, telling me another story. 7 and 6, 13. 3 and 4, 7. 7 and 13, 20, the way the Mayan calendar works. The top of the pyramid of 6, 7, 6, 19, 6 and 7 is that 13, and 6 equals to 19. 13 is where the man comes in. Man on the moon. Man 28. I know all of this from over time. And the word 7 equals to 65. The mathematics equals to 30, equals to 11, equals to 41. There was another equation that everything that goes with 7 is connected through the sixth, through the number 6, okay, creating the ribs. I don't remember what the crossing is. I'm not really sure if it's the 159, the 258, the 357. I'm just trying to think. 1, 3, 1, 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7. The 4, 5, 6. Is there anything else? Did we get them all? So the total of these is 10, 10, 10, 10, 40. I can't really explain to you what this is yet or how I use it. I'm not prepared. I'm not in that realm. I don't want to think about it. I can tell you that these first two, 19 and 28, is part of the Rotas-Sator equation, which has to do with the numeric value of gate 66 connecting 5 and 7. And the reason for that is that what is number 5 mathematically in the star system, okay, it is going to be number 5. For number 7, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 4, equals to 3, equals to 7. So 66 will connect 57, and the word moon equals to 57. The word Heinz equals to 57. Now the word Heinz is going to create a design, and the design is going to look like this. It's a docking station. Just trying to see if I should be going, if I should be running, hold on a second. 2 cubes. Not 1 cube, 2 cubes. One here and one here. On one side, you see the letter R. On the other side, you can see the letter R. You can create anything you want. I just saw that right now. I look at the side, I see 11, but maybe the cube has to be split. I don't know. Maybe we should split the cube on the side. I don't know. Maybe we can do something else. We're going to leave it alone for now. The reason this is wrote as Sator. Let me see if I can go back. Oh, here. The reason it's wrote as Sator is because when you switch the letters to numbers, and don't forget, this can be switched again. I have other alphabets, another number. I mean, the same alphabet, but other numbers. But I like to do this one. So we get a total of 73. This will be the cube, and again, everything to do at 10. 1 and 9, AI, the birth spirit. 2 and 8, the cycle. 3 and 7 is your 11 creation coming from 7. And when I say it that way, 11 creation coming from 7, 11 creation coming from 7. Yes, the word 7, which has Eve inside 545, which is birth in the sun, equals to 65. 6 plus 5 equals to 11. Now, what's ironic about that? What's ironic about that is the cube face is equivalent to this face over here. So there's going to be 9 areas. So since we're taking this one, for example, the 2, we will have 2 dot, and we will have 7 void. The reverse of this, now I don't want to cheat, is the 5. You see the 2 and the 5? You can ask Penn and Teller, I didn't cheat. So you have the 5 dot, and now you have 4 voids, because they must equal to 99. In 99, we're going to just write down Jupiter, Venus, Ra. 13. 44, area, space, division of night and day, time, heaven. 28 and 27, forever. Win a big red sun, the Venus gates. 27, forever. The cycle of Pluto, the division of night and day, which is also created for life. In French, it's V, 22, ape, monkey, 10. The reason for this, you play blackjack, you want to live, right? There are all the people who got cards, they want the dealer to bust. Monkey, monkey. So that means the dealer is going to have 12 through 16, because otherwise they wouldn't be calling it. And at 17, the dealer is going to stand. So when they're calling for monkey, the numbers are between 12 and 16. So why is it not 10? Well, the cube can't be 10. The cube can be this. The cube can be this. In between, irregardless this or that, it is 28. And that is the cycle of Pluto of 5 and 13. This is a huge number that plays with the 351 value of the alphabet, which is when you're adding the 26 letters together, or the 51 the vowels in the alphabet. It could be what is in between 1 and 5 is your 2, 3, 4 vibration, knowing that 5 is the letter E. When you add up 1 through 5, it equals to 15, the letter O. When you add up 1 through 6, it equals to 21, the letter U. And when you add up to 6, okay, you have the F. So you begin with the E, 1 to 5. The completion of everything is F. And when you write that out, O, E, U, F, for those who know French, It says egg. This is your creation from 1 till over here. That's created by A, B equals C, plus D equals 7. We have skipped over E and F. At the same time, we can do it another way, that we can go A, B, C, D, which equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. Now, just with E and F, it equals to 11. So window, okay, window 10, window 11. Now I have to understand this word, which is the gate. Win is part of the gate. The reason for that is because what happens is 2 is B, 7 is G. That's just the beginning. 2 plus 7 equals to 9 I. 2 times 7 equals to 14 N. So what do I get from this? Okay, I get 14 plus 9 equals to 23 equals to W. So I get win big red is what you get. WINBIG, and red comes from the number 27. Oh, win a big red berth. 29 is the berth. It's yellow. It is the B. It's yellow and black. It's both yellow and black. A representation of the B, I'd like to say, but I've always been looking at it that way. The total of this entire equation, when adding it up twice, is 37 and 18. Did I get that right at 55? 9 and 9 is 18, 28, 32, 42, 52, 55. Now, let's not count this one over here, and let's not count that one over here. And the answer will only be this one over here, 23. So 23 is almost like 55. How come? I have to figure it out. Knowledge is OP. 1121. Knowledge. I see what you mean. Yeah, if you're just showing up right now and I'm in the middle of something, it's going to be definitely hard to grasp. And I'm a little bit tired, so we're going to end it here. And for whoever comes here in the future and wants to watch, and I know I was a little bit all over the place. There's so much going on. Maybe I'll be better if I had questions towards certain calculations. Oh, the same thing as the word egg also says beef in French, BOEUF or something like that. But egg and beef are basically in the same word of creation. I guess that's it. Oh, I didn't finish this. There was one thing that I didn't finish with, is that when you have 5, 4 void, 2, 7 void is 99, you have 7, 11. Now that equals to 18, right? But you multiply it and add it, and it becomes 18 and 77, equaling to 95 and 86. So Neptune is your gateway. Neptune is your DC gateway. And the reason it's the DC gateway according to numbers is because the reality of having 86 and 2 dice is a 4 and a 3. Yes, there are other ways to get there. 86 is in between what is 9 and 5. The reverse, okay, I have to use 2 dice for this. So the reverse of 9 is 5. The reverse of 9 is 5. You do have to know that 9 and 5 is love. You have 3 and 6. You have 4 and 5. This will say love. So 99 says love. So what does 5 say? Right? 1 and 4, 2 and 3. You want me to tell you what it says? I'm going to show you right now. Let me just continue it this way. This is the Y, and this is the X. I have to show you this here before I go on. Without seeing this, you can't know what I'm talking about. Okay, what it is over here is here's an X and here's a Y. Total is 49. In between, okay, that's the total value of the design. Okay, in between here is the halfway point between the upper and lower numbers. Although it connects with an X and continues with a Y, here is where the cube is. I call this the halfway point because two numbers in a row in each of these rows, you see over here, two reds, two blacks, two reds. For me, this is where the board duplicates, but it really doesn't. In order for this board to really duplicate, I have to put another one here, another one here. I think I have to put 4 here. I have to get 144 before I can get a replica of this. I have to have a 144 this way and 144 this way. So it's 144, 144 is 288, 144 is 432, and then we bring it all back together, 5760. That would be that would be the year 2000. The year 2000 in Hebrew time was the year 5760. So do you understand why I say a replica? Because I like to flip them over until I see the XY, where the real division is. But also at the same time, it's a true division in numbers because there are only 36 numbers. So in 36, it's 18 and 18. So that exact area, which totals 111, connected in the X side. Okay, and the X side, it's connected with number 14. Let me see this again. On the Y side, number 14, and on the X side, number 23. Number 23 would be right over here, and it would be what joins everything. And number 4 is right over here, and here's the flowers of life. These octagons is what joins 2 areas over here. So anyways, yeah, you got a lot going on here. So for whoever shows up and watch, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I share this because 17 years I'm here, 17 years. I decided if I put it in a book, it's going to cost too much money. I won't know what to write. I won't be able to. People just download this, save it, share it. Maybe somebody needs it. Maybe it's worthless. I don't know, but I do know it's not worthless. It's not. This is the calling of ends of times when everybody should awaken and just know how to read the words or just tell a story. Just telling a story from what I read in the truth and reality of the balance of the cubonic world. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus.